Hello and welcome. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the progressive disclosure. The progressive disclosure is an interaction design pattern that sequences information and actions across several screens. It is used to differ advanced or rarely used features to a secondary screen, making applications easier to load and less prone to error. It all started back in the 80s when the IBM carried out a study on highly technical specifications. Their conclusion was that if these specifications were hidden until later on, brand new users had higher margin for success as a whole, and so progressive disclosure was born. In the next slide, let's try to understand how is it used in the gaming industry. And moving on, let's also try to understand why do we need progressive disclosure and how it affects our cognitive bias and other factors. In this slide, let's try to understand why do we need progressive disclosure. The progressive disclosure is about helping users invest in before getting into the nitty-gritty. It respects both the beginner and the advanced user. The paradox of choice reminds us that too much of good things can be bad. Hence, we will need to channelize the user's energy wisely. It all boils down to three factors. Users want power. Users want the power to do things in their own respective way. Second, smaller cognitive load. By focusing the user's attention on the most important details first, while revealing additional details only when required, will help the user interface. Third, cleaner user interface. By hiding secondary content and features, you remove clutter on the user interface and you simplify its appearance, thus making it much more appealing and likely the users to continue your application in your long run. In the next slide, let's take 6 examples of how progressive disclosure can be used.